Hey there everybody, I'm Jack and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. Hope everybody's had a good Saturday out there, man. It's been rainy and gray and dreary all day and I'm absolutely got no energy, so I've just gone with it. Lazed around the house. I don't have a problem with doing that, but finally getting around to doing a video today. It's actually about 3:30, quarter till 4 when I'm doing this. So today I want to talk about intentional acts of kindness. Found a good little reading. Guys, I do videos every day, so if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please go down and hit that subscribe button now. Then click on the little bell and check send notifications so you'll stay subscribed to the channel. This is not a very long one today. This one I've just kind of been bouncing around, doing some searches, playing around, reading a little bit. And this one caught my eye. Thought I would share. Now this is on the website. I'll put the link to the article in the description below, but this is on the website mindful.org. I'm going to probably have to check this out a little bit more. And it's written by Marianne Christie Burnside. Teaches us the kindness we offer ourselves and others affects what happens in the very next moment. Although kindness can be misunderstood as an ineffectual or even superficial nicety, it's neither. Like many amazing practices I've learned through mindfulness training, kindness is inspiring, powerful, courageous, and wise. It's also disarming, compelling, and transformative. In any given moment, the kindness you offer to yourself or to others affects what happens in the very next moment. Like mindfulness itself, kindness is a natural human quality that requires intentional action to realize its potential. And like mindfulness, research shows that kindness is good for our physical and our emotional well-being. Studies show that thinking about, observing, or practicing a kind act stimulates that vagus nerve, which literally warms up the heart and may be closely connected to the brain's receptor networks for oxytocin, the soothing hormone involved in maternal bonding. Kindness also triggers the reward system in our brain's emotion regulation center, releasing dopamine, the hormone that's associated with positive emotions and the sensation of a natural high. Kindness, which reduces stress, anxiety, and depression, can literally put us and others at ease. It works wonders in the relationships we have with ourselves and with everyone else, even with people we don't know. Try it the next time you're out and about. Offer a kind word or gesture to someone you meet or to someone who works in town or serves our community. Notice what happens. From a learning perspective, you'll see that the effects are cumulative. The more we practice, the better we get at it. This seems to be especially true in our most difficult moments. All of a sudden, something shifts and we've chosen kindness instead of our habitual reaction. Consider this illustrative story of an American soldier, as told by Jack Cornfield, a wonderful teacher I had the privilege of learning from a couple of summers ago. An American soldier who'd been in Iraq was taking a mindfulness-based stress reduction course offered by the Army upon his return. He had been struggling with anger and was severely critical of others. After a few weeks in the course, he began to learn the classical trainings in loving kindness meditation, in which you repetitively practice sending goodwill to self and others. One day he was waiting to pay for a few things on the express line at a local market. The woman in front of him not only had more than 12 items in her cart, she was also showing off a little baby to the cashier, who was then gushing over and holding the baby. The cashier was taking quite a bit of time to talk with the woman in front of him. Oh great, he thought. Not only is this woman in the wrong line, she's chit-chatting about her baby. This is taking much longer than I thought it would. I hate waiting. And I hate it when people don't follow the rules. And why is this cashier so slow? I have half a mind to tell them both off right now. When he got to the register a few minutes later, he realized that the little baby really had been really cute and decided to mention this to the cashier. She replied, "Oh, you think so? Thank you. That's my son. Because my husband was recently killed in action, my mom takes care of my baby much of the time. She brings him here to work every day so I can see him." This exchange illustrates that no matter what our stories or histories, we can learn to be mindfully aware and train our minds to incline toward kindness. We get to choose how we want to be in the world. More and more, the scientific community demonstrates that our brains can learn new things for most, if not all, of our lives. And human development and psychology teaches us that relational skills, unlike language and motor ones, do not automatically present themselves as we mature in age. The skill it takes to be in healthy relationship to self, other, and our environment are ones we need to learn once we decide to learn them. The good news is that we can learn to be kinder. We literally train our brains every day by the things we repeatedly say and do. So when we practice kindness, we're training our brains to get better at kindness. When we practice being frustrated, angry, or otherwise stuck in our reactions, we get better at that. What we practice and how is our choice. Here are a few ideas on how to start practicing kindness. How to start practicing kindness. Practice being kind to yourself. This is very important because we're often less kind to ourselves than we are to others, even strangers. Think about what kindness to yourself would look like, then try it. Need ideas? Notice your self-talk. How you talk to yourself about yourself. If it seems negative, ask yourself if you would say this to a good friend and notice what happens. Practice treating yourself as well as you treat your friends, coworkers, or family members. Sometimes when we're off or having a bad day, we start judging ourselves. Practice letting your experiences, thoughts, and feelings in, whatever they are. Take a break when you need one. Engage in basic self-care. Get enough rest. Eat when you're hungry and stop when you're not. And exercise when you can. Be sure to pick something you like to do. I hear about this one all the time. I don't know what it says about me, but I'm pretty kind to myself, pretty loving to myself. I don't have a hard time giving in to basic self-care. But number 2, be kind even when you're cranky. Now this one resonates a little bit more. It's easy to be kind when we're in a good mood. When we're struggling, not so much. So next time you feel frustrated, angry, or hurt, refrain from speaking or acting immediately. Take a moment. I helped myself to remember this practice by using an acronym a teacher once gave me, STOP. S for stop, T for take a breath, O for observe what's happening in and around you, and P for practice responding rather than reacting. I've used that one a number of times. I do that quite a bit, like going out or something and kind of in a grumpy mood or cranky mood. And then I see people out and about like a cashier. I really try to make an extra effort to be, kind and considerate to cashiers because they're dealing with people all day and it's just kind of a thankless job. But yeah, I can relate to that one a lot. And number 3, incline your mind toward kindness and the positive emotions associated with kind action by practicing loving kindness meditation. If you're skeptical about meditation, you can think of these exercises as practicing affirmations to bring kindness into your daily life as a way to increase well-being to the benefit of yourself and others. And what's that old saying? Yeah, I mean, I've really tried to practice that for a number of years now. What's the saying about kindness? Oh, if you have to choose between being kind and being right, choose being kind. I used to be bad about that one. It would just be like I would dig my heels in. Even if it might be hurtful to somebody else, if I was right, I had the mentality, okay, I'm right, so I'm just saying what is right. But throughout the years, I've kind of figured out that we can in almost every situation we can choose kindness. So anyhow, just kind of a short little reading today. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Peace.